Okay, so thank you so much again, Team Philippines, Team USA, Team Europe, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, also from Team Africa. Yeah, thank you so much. Hello, Sir Kevin Anyango. Hello. How are you doing there, everyone? Our Team OFW from Middle East, from Dubai, from anywhere in the world. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much, 130 strong participants here in the Zoom. So yeah, so I will be sharing my story to you, and I hope you will be inspired of how, a province girl, a girl who is sick before, now became healthy, a girl who, who only dreams of having a beautiful life, now is having the life she dreamed of. Okay, hello, Ishmael Sumba. Hello there. So I'd like to tell all our international guests that you need to change your name, your Zoom name to your real name, so we can include you to the free registration raffle. Yes, we have a free registration raffle after our talk. Okay, so change your name to your real name so we can include you there, and talk to your coaches who invited you so we can add you to the list. Okay, so again, talk to your coaches who invited you so we can add you to the list for the free registration. All right. Okay. Hello, Charity. Hi, brother. I'm happy to see you here. Are you surprised? I'm the speaker there. Okay, so let me share my slides. All right. So there. So if everyone, if you can see my slides, can you please wait. All right, you can see my slides?
Yes, mentor.
Okay, thank you, Coach LJ there. So this is me. I am Jessica May Rosal. I'm a Millionaires Club. I'm a global ambassador, multiple car achiever. I'm also a multiple travel achiever, house and lot achiever. I am one of the top 30 for JLM project, and I am the head coach for Team International. There you go. So this is my who is me before, who is Jessica before EC. This is me before. I was an employee for 8 years. All right. So who are the employees in the Zoom conference? Can you type number 8 for those who were employees? Okay, June Lopez, there you go. Jacqueline, all right. Hello, hello to all employees here. So I was employed for 8 years. My first job was an outbound call center agent. So I used to sell magazines to USA. Also, I recruited volunteers for American Diabetes Association. Also, I was an online English teacher for Koreans and Chinese. So I was very hardworking before. In the morning, I go to an academy. I teach English to Chinese children, and then in the evening I go to a call center. Then I call people in Korea to teach them English. And then I was also a business research analyst because I graduated with master's in economics. So I have my degree in economics, and I have my master's in economics. So I taught in a university before, but I did not push through because the salary was too low for me. You know your worth, like, for example, you studied very hard, and then you completed very thick, thesis just to graduate, right? And then your salary was too low. So I told myself it's not my value. So I went to Manila again, and then I work as a business research analyst. So as a business research analyst, we are doing works for the economy. So we are researching about the business, about the mineral sector, about the export imports, like that. So and also we have been conducting seminars for the politicians, for the economists, for the cabinets of the president. Also, we have invited people from the government, prominent people like former Fidel V. Ramos, our former president, and also Senator Marojas, even the late President Benigno Ninoy Aquino. We already invited him in the seminar. So this is my life before, 8 years employed. But in that 8 years, I saved nothing. Okay, if you're gonna ask me what I've saved, I saved credit card debts. Okay, so if everyone knows here about the credit card, okay, if you have a credit card, you need to cut it. Okay, so I had a lot of credit card debts that because if your salary is not enough, where are you gonna get some money? So that's where I got some money in my credit card. And then I remember when I was just working, and I used to call my mom and then tell my mom that I'm sick. Okay, tell my mom that I'm sick, but the reality is that I'm not sick. I am just giving reasons for her to send me some money because I have no money for the rent, for the water, for the electricity. So I told myself I'm not getting any younger. And I realized, I need to make some changes in my life so that I don't want to, get old and become poor. And then, the same situation will be happening to my daughters, to my sons, right? So that's why I prayed to God that God give me an opportunity to change my life for the better, and so that I can help my family. That's why. So, and then aside from that, I also went to abroad to work as an OFW. Okay, so this one, I joined, what do you call this? I went to Singapore with high hopes. Okay, I have very big hopes that I am a professional. I have my master's, I have my experience, so I can get a professional job abroad. But the reality, when you go to abroad, your degree, they don't they they just disregard it. They will not see that you're a professional and that you have a managerial position in the Philippines. When you are in abroad, those credentials, they will not honor it. So what I my work there, I was a domestic helper. So I am a yaya. Okay, I am an OFW, domestic helper in Singapore. So there you go. Then my high hopes was crushed. And then I felt very disappointed in myself, that you have your masters and then your job was good in the Philippines. You are one of the supervisors, and then when you go abroad, you work as a DH, as a yaya. So imagine that. So that's one of my life changing realizations in my life's journey. Okay, and then before I was sick, I have an hyperthyroidism. So if you know hyperthyroid is an abnormality in your thyroid glands, inside your throat, wherein even if you eat a lot, you keep on losing weight, and then your heartbeat is so fast that it's like you're gonna have a heart attack. So I'm very thankful to the products of the company because it made me recover from my sickness. Okay, so it normalized my hormones, and then I was able to bring back my health. And then I was able to control the heartbeat, my heartbeat is very fast, and I was able to gain weight because of the product. So that the company Empowered Consumerism is not only about money, okay, it's also about health. So if you're able to to balance between money and health, you're going to be very, very successful here. You're not going to be contented not only for the money, but also for your health. Because even if you have a lot of money, but you're always sick, you're always in the hospital, you're not going to enjoy your money. So empowered consumerism is so great because it will give you more wealth and more wealth. Okay. That's a very, very wonderful thing about our company there. So and then I'm also a person with disability. Yes, when you say disability, there are some things that I cannot do. What that a normal person can do. Okay, so I was born normal, but because of a very strong typhoon here in the Philippines, I had an accident, so I was not able to use my left hand. So as you can see in the pictures, this is me below with the bandage on my left hand, and that's me during a birthday party of my cousin. So as you can see, my left hand, I was not able to open it and use it because of the accident. So starting 2 years old, I grew up with only using my right hand. Yes, so I only use my right hand with everything. I use my right hand in taking a bath, cleaning the house, washing dishes, studying, using my phone, using my laptop, doing empowered consumerism. So everything, I only use my right hand. Challenge and everyone here, 130 in the Zoom, that if a girl who has a disability can become successful in the program, for sure you can be successful too. What can I do that you can't do, right? So if you have 2 hands, 2 feet, right, if you have a strong body, you don't have any disability, you can overcome what I have achieved in the company. You can double or triple my achievements here. Okay, there. So this is my person there. So the government recognized me as a disabled person, and I actually I enjoyed the benefits from this ID because I have discounts in the fare, I have discounts for food, I have discounts in restaurants. It's so great that sometimes I don't use this because I have the money to pay. I have the money to pay the food but sometimes I'm able to shortcut the line so I can go in the first line. There you go. So yeah. So who is a shy girl, who is not confident with her body, and then who is what they call this, who is very shy because of her disability, and then who is very weak, and very very I don't like going out, I don't like seeing people, who is a very introvert person. But now I am one of the people who gives a chance, who gives hope to those people who are introvert and who wants to change their personality to become an extrovert, to become a people person. So as you can see, there's a lot of difference between me and now, right? So there you go. And then this is uh when I started, my teeth were crooked. Okay, so now I have the means to pay for the braces, to have a good smile, because as you know, when you have more achievements and then you go higher and higher, people wants to talk to you, people wants to see you. So that's why you need to work on your personality and your appearance there. So I also go to the gym to become more and more healthy. And I'd like to take pictures. I always say that I'm a frustrated model. I am a frustrated model, and also I want to join beauty pageants, but because of my disability, I am not able to join. So I'm so glad with Empowered Consumerism, because whenever there are events, yeah, whenever there are events, I usually go to those events to feel the moment, to become to wear gowns and everything. So there you go. So there. And I'm also a multiple travel achiever. I went to a lot of countries, local and international, to because of the company. And then these are my travels. I went to Boracay, Hong Kong, Korea, Macau, and I'm scheduled Actually, this year we are scheduled to go to different countries with my husband. Just but I hope coronavirus will be over so we can have the freedom to travel anywhere. And then as I've told you, I am a frustrated model and beauty pageant enthusiast. So that's why whenever we have events, I really maximize it to wear gowns and everything else, to wear makeup so that I can live, my frustrated dream of becoming a model. So that's it. And then this is the gala that we enjoyed here last December. So this is our grand gala. So as you can see, if you can see, I know you saw my pictures before and now it has a lot of difference, right? So I am also a Millionaires Club member. So before in the company, before coronavirus, people go here in the Philippines from all over the world to celebrate the anniversary. So we have the Philippine Arena wherein it has 50,000 people. Okay, it has 50,000 seats. Then people come here. All the distributors of Empower Consumerism come here in the Philippines and celebrate the anniversary. So in this event, there are 50,000 people in attendance. Even those from Africa, those from Middle East, USA, Europe, they come here to celebrate the anniversary. And the leaders are awarded with trophies and sash, especially for those Millionaires Club members. And this is my two cars. I was able to buy my first car 11 months of doing the business. And this is my second car, Montero Sports, and an SUV. So I was able to buy it after becoming Millionaires Club. So this is the lifestyle that the company has given me. This is one of my favorite benefits and or blessings that Empowered Consumerism has given me. The freedom to choose whatever you want to eat, the freedom to choose wherever you want to go, the freedom to choose what you want to wear, what you want to shop, right? The freedom to choose which gadget that you want to use, right? So when you have money, you have the freedom. You have the freedom to choose. You have options. But if you don't have money, you don't have any option, right? So if what's on your plate, what's on the table, that's what you will eat, right? But if you have the money, the means to buy what you want to eat, then you can buy anything, right? So you can choose, from having sardines to having steak, right? And you can choose between having, if you want to drink some liquor, like if you want to choose from a local beer to an imported beer, right? So if you have money, you have the freedom to choose. And then this again, one of my favorite benefits from empowered consumerism is the comfortable lifestyle, because I am a person who loves traveling. I like going to places. So when I was employed, I don't like my life because I am enclosed in the four corners of the room. So I don't want my life to be like that. I don't want my life to be boring. So that's why there's a saying that, for example, if one day your life will flash before your eyes, and then what do you want to see? Do you want to see a very inspiring movie, or do you want to see a boring life wherein you're just in your room, in your office, going there all day, routinary? So I told myself that I want an inspiring and exciting life wherein I can go anywhere I want. I can see places, I travel to meet new people, new friends. So that's the life that I want to have. And I'm so thankful for the company Empowered Consumerism, because it gave me the freedom to travel, the freedom to go to many places, the freedom to get to meet new friends, and the freedom to give hope to many people. And then my favorite chapter in EC is when I was able to meet my husband there. So if you have, if you have if you're looking for girlfriend or boyfriend and you're not yet a Millionaires Club, okay, goals first. Focus on your goals first. Get your Millionaires Club first before you go into a relationship. Okay, so here I was able to meet my husband. He was a referral of my aunt. Okay, so in January, I called him. That was January 2016. 2016, I think, or 2015. I called him in January, and then I told him for us to meet so I can, give a business proposal to him, but he said he was busy. Then we have a rule here. It's a 7 months rule wherein all of the people that you talk to in the last 7 months, you need to go back to them and then ask them about the program, because maybe they said no before, but now they can say yes, because life situations change, and then maybe it's their good time right now after 7 months. So he is one of those. I went back, and then he said yes for a business proposal, and then we meet, and then after that he requested for a dinner. So that's how we were able to develop the friendship, and eventually the connection for the relationship. And to cut the long story short, I found myself going to the house of his brother, which is the mayor of the city here. And I realized that I told myself that, God, you are very generous to me, because I dreamed of having a comfortable life, a rich life, and then you gave me this association wherein, they are among the masons here in our city. They are one of the prominent people, the influential people here, that his brother, now a mayor. The mayor is now running for the governor position, and his wife, sister Geraldine, is running for the mayor in the city. And also one of his brothers is a board member in the government in the province. So these people, they are very prominent people, but they are very humble. They are very friendly, and they're very kind. And at first I was very scared, because maybe they just see my face. When you see my face, you will not see my hand, you will not see my disability. And I told myself, what if they found out of my disability, and then they will discourage their brother to to be in a relationship with me. But then when they found out about my situation, they accepted me as they are, and they supported me as what I am. And then they are also supportive of the business of empowered consumerism. So that's why, God is good and very generous. So there you go. So we had a grand wedding here, wherein our godmothers and godfathers are one of the uh, top earners of empowered consumerism. So our godfather is Mentor Elman, godmother is Mentor OJ Chua, another godfather is Mentor Jackie, and one of the godfathers I have is Mentor Joseph Lim. So I am so grateful that I have this kind of life, wherein I was able to have a grand wedding with the top earners on the side, and also with the business side. Actually, the wedding that we have here was so grand, wherein we have the politicians on the right and the networkers on the left. And then when I went out of the church, I saw a lot of cars because the networkers have cars, the politicians have cars. So that's why I told myself, thank you, Lord, for this opportunity, wherein I was able to reach my dreams one by one there. So the start of the international market, I started in February 2020. So there you go. I was able to meet one of the coaches that we have. On the left, I wanted to meet brother Franco. So I was able to talk to him. He lives in Sweden, but he comes from Uganda. And he said, I like the business, but I want to have some research about it first before joining. So I told him, okay, brother, go ahead, do your own research and come back to me. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And then the next day he said, I want to join your team. Let's do it. Then that's how it started. So our team expanded from Sweden to Norway to Italy to UK to Finland and many countries in Europe. And one day he told me, let's go to USA. I said, oh yeah, we can do it because we will only use Facebook, right? So there you go. So we were able to meet the person on the right. His name is Desar Mugume. He is the person who started in USA. So he was able to connect us to his friends in different states in USA. And now, actually, most of the states, we already have people there. So, and we're looking for more. So this, I also teach international market to different leaders, you know, even cross lines where I cannot earn anything. So this is the batch 1 and batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5, batch 6, but these are the speakers bureau of the team, and this is the batch 8, and this is the official coaches of Team International. So, you know, these are the few people, those people who are different, you know, those people who like talking to foreigners, to other nationalities, and these are the people who are, you know, fighting for the international market. And I'm very grateful for this, you know, this group, because, you know, even if because we all saw the benefit of having people all over the world, of having leaders all over the world, Filipinos, Asians, you know, Africans, Americans, Europeans. So we are so happy and grateful that, you know, the company is available to any kind of nationality. All right, so there you go. So these are our leaders in USA. So we have digital masters. So we have Turingari Imanu from Team Indiana, Julius Nicodabanyanka from Team Australia, Baraka Kaloki. Hi, brother. I know you're in the Zoom. Congratulations. And then we also have Damasin Dusenge from Team Pennsylvania. So, and also Maniragua Seti from Team Kansas there. So our goal is to have 100 strong digital masters, and actually we are halfway from this number. Congratulations, Team International. And also we have people, young people who are doing the program. We have MC Bicol Hubbers. We started March 2021 with 5 Hubbers in our apartment. So after around 3 to 4 months, we are 50. After another 3 months, we are 100. Okay, and our goal this year is to have 300 strong leaders. Okay, 300 strong leaders aging from minimum 16, 18, 19, early 20s to become online marketers here in the Philippines. So I wanted to meet some of the young people who are doing the program who are earning big. So we have Jerome Gracilia, our Excel, Lisel Cinco, our Prudent Stargazer. So Jerome is a student, a nursing student. He is just 20 years old. Lisel is just around 21. He is a graduating student in Divine Word College. Rosilianto is also around 21. She is a medtech student. And we have Christian Parentella, our digital ace. So I think he is just 21, 22, also a graduating student of accountancy. And Melanie Maling, our OFW Empress, you know, he is working as a domestic helper from Saudi Arabia, and then she quit her job and then came here in Bicol to become one of our official hubbers. And also I wanted to meet Sammy Dison, one of our leaders here in the Philippines. So he was awarded a top 20 technocrat. This young person is just 21 years old, 22, and he has a lot of dreams, and you know, he has a lot of potential to become one of the top earners here. And also our top 2, imagine, top 2 technocrat mentor Christine Bahoy. She is already a Millionaires Club member, and then she is also a car achiever. She is 22 years old. You know, she joined the program at 20. Okay, at 20, I think 21. Okay, after 1 year, she became Millionaires Club, and she's driving her first car right now. And you know, and she is also giving hope to many young people that one day they can also reach their dreams at a young age. There also, these are our top leaders, our top OFW leaders. We have top 11 Jomar Magsayo, top 8 Elizabeth Dizon, top 6 Elma Vidor, top 5 Marie Chris Bacor, top 2 Ariel Villanueva, and our top 1 mentor Jerwin Hoof Peralta. All right, so this is my brother. There you go. So this is my brother. Both of us started the program since 2013, 2014. And then, we had a lot of adjustments before. Before, we are brothers and sisters, so always fight. Okay, do you have a brother or sister where you always fight? So that's our situation before. But when we do the business, empowered consumerism, it made our bond strong, as a brother and a sister, and we are always there to support each other. And we are competitive in nature, but we don't compete with each other. Okay, so for me, if I achieve something, for example, I have my first car, I also teach him how to do it. I have my second car, Montero Sports, I teach him how to do it. So whatever I achieve, I want also my brother to achieve, and also all the leaders that we have. So congratulations, Mentor Jerwin, for becoming top 1 technocrat in Bicol. And these 3 people. They are the people that I teach, I train from scratch. Okay, they are the people that I mentored, and I'm so happy, I'm so proud of these 3 people, 3 young people that are very, very, promising. And it's like a dream come true for a mentor to see your mentees being awarded with high ranks, right? It's like they are the fruit of your labor there. So again, these are the people, these are our ALPHAGEN international team, and this is my income. So this is my income. I earned around 116,000. This is around $2,000, and after 1 week another $2,000. So it's like in my 2 weeks I earned around $4,500. And this one I earned $14,000. This is my check, pandemic check. So I earned it during the coronavirus pandemic. So, some people, they are, complaining about the virus. They don't have jobs, right? They can go out. But here in the Philippines, empowered consumerism, even if we have coronavirus, that's the time that our income really doubled, tripled, quadrupled. Okay, so this is the type of business that is pandemic, what they call this, pandemic free. What I mean is it cannot be affected by any kind of calamity, typhoon, or it cannot be affected by any kind of virus. Okay, so that's the power of empowered consumerism. So this is the money that I earn. So there you go. If you have that kind of stack of money, what are you gonna do? Okay, and then I also earn monthly 6 digits income. That's my ceiling. Okay, I don't earn below. I don't earn below 6 digits. So if you're here in the Philippines and you're in the province and then you're earning 6 digits monthly, so what kind of life do you live, right? So that's a very comfortable life already here in the Philippines. And these are the gadgets that I was able to buy. One of the things that I love is the iPhones that I use right now. So before, when I was just starting, I don't care what kind of phone I use, as long as I can text, as long as I can call. But right now, all my gadgets are iPhones. Okay, I have my iPhone 13, iPhone 12. I also have my iMac, which is I bought cash around $2,000 there. So one of my favorite blessing is my house. So I was able to buy my own house because of the business of the program. So it's very different when you are staying in others' house, when you are renting an apartment, compared to having your own house. Because in your own house, there's no people to tell you, okay, you get up at like this hour at this time, right? So I'm very grateful for this kind of life that the program has given to me. And also if I was able to do it, you can also do it. I know everyone here in the Zoom wants their own house, right? So can you type number 7 if you want to have your own house and lot? Okay, so I am very sure if you do the program, okay, if you do the program and if you follow your mentors and if you apply all the trainings here, what I have achieved, you can surpass it, and then you can double or triple it. All right, and these are my cars. My first car again is Toyota Vios. My second car is SUV Montero Sports, and by this year I'm gonna buy my first sports car, my Mercedes Benz. There. So guys, if you are here and you are listening to me, my car right now is Montero Sports. Join now, okay? Do not wait until you talk to me again and then I already have my Mercedes Benz, right? So you need to do it as soon as possible, ASAP. If you don't have money, make ways. We have a lot of ways how to get money. Okay, like for example, if your mom is in the hospital and then she needs an operation and you don't have any money, you're able to raise that money, right? Because it's a matter of life and death. But how about this program? Okay, this is an emergency for your life. You need to do this as fast as you can so you can start the training and you can start changing your life to become more better. Okay, and again, this is my journey. I started the program in 2013. By 2014 to Hong Kong. It's my first overseas trip free from the company. And also I was able to buy my first car, Toyota Vios. 2016, I was able to become Millionaires Club. 2016 also, I was able to buy my first SUV, Montero Sports. 2016, local travel international too. 2019, my first house. And then by 2022, this year, watch out, I'm gonna be buying my first sports car. Okay, so it's very exciting because all of this started with a dream. Okay, all of this started with a dream. I have the courage to fight for my dream. I have the courage to do the program every day, even if you get rejected every day, even if people tell you that they will join and then after that you are blocked in Facebook and then you cannot call them anymore. Even if there are people, they tell you, okay, I will be paying for 715 accounts, and then on the day that they will be sending, they're gone. Okay, so I overcome this every day. There is no perfect business. There is no perfect, perfect program for you. You just have to be determined and you have to overcome the rejection process every day. Okay, you just have to see the vision that after this experience, you become better. You can master your skill, and then you can get the dreams of your life, right? Okay, so your one and only limit is the one you impose to yourself. This is very true. Take it from me, guys. Take it from me. I am a disabled person. I cannot use my left hand. People tell me that I have a lot of limitations. Some people tell me when I was young, okay, get get a husband. Get a husband as fast as you can and tell your husband to take care of you and to give you all your needs. So I told myself I'm not that kind of person who will just rely my life to another person. I told myself that if I am disabled, whatever a normal person can do, I can also do too. Okay, so again, do not limit yourself by all the things that other people say. Okay, so you alone, your potential, your talents, your skills, and you can do whatever you want to do. You can do what your mind can see and what your mind can think. Okay, it's like, for example, before I got my first car. Okay, I told myself, I asked myself, how can I drive my car with one hand? So I began imagining myself driving, picturing out in my mind how I can do it. And one time I dreamed of myself, driving my car, even if that time I still have no car. Okay, and then one day, boom, I saw my car in the garage, and then I was driving. I was driving literally there, I was driving literally, and then I told myself I got goosebumps because this is my dream. I dreamed of this. I dreamed of this. That's why I got goosebumps. And then, every day I'm driving. Every day, I drive long distance. And when before Corona pandemic, I drive to Camarines Sur, Naga City. I drive there alone. It's like 2 to 3 hours driving alone. Okay, so so that's me now, right? It's just a dream before, but now it's reality. Okay, so my advice to all the people here, to all the non-members here in the Zoom who is not yet registered, you must register ASAP. Okay, even if you don't have money in your wallets right now, even if you're broke, even if you have a lot of problems right now, do not think about that. Okay, think that this is a blessing for you from God. This is a financial blessing to help you and your family. Okay, so surpass whatever problem you have. Don't give them energy. Okay, instead give energy to the hope that this business gave you. Okay, and there are a lot of ways where you can raise money. Here in the Philippines, we have benta. Benta, selling your stuff that you don't need in order to create money. Maybe you have a bicycle that you don't use anymore. Maybe you have laptops that you don't use anymore. You sell it, and then you're gonna create money instead of just putting there in the garage or in the stock room and you're not gonna use it. You sell them. Okay, we have utang loans. Okay, you can ask money from your friend, and then you can just pay it in your commission. Okay, and you can sell products in the company, so you can get money, you can create money. We also have sangla. Sangla is using your jewelry. You go to a pawn shop, and then you pawn your jewelry, and then you're gonna create money. Okay, and then we also have hingi. Hingi is asking your grandmother, your parents. You ask money from them, and then you tell them, I'm gonna pay this in my first commission. Okay, so we have a lot of ways. Do not think of the reasons. Again, remove all your reasons, remove all excuses. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want, you're gonna tell a lot of alibis, a lot of excuses. Okay, and then go for 31 accounts there. So we have our maximum accounts right now is 31. Okay, 31 accounts. So why 31? I'm just starting. If you have the chance to go for many accounts, you must go. Okay, you must do it. You may not see it, you may not see the benefit right now that you're just starting, but long term you're gonna see the benefits. Okay, when I started, when our mentors started, there is no limit in the accounts. That's why they have 100, 200, 300 accounts. Okay, when I joined the program, our limit is only 7 accounts. All right, so right now the company is giving you the option, the chance to go for multiple accounts for 31 accounts. So imagine it's 31. So all those accounts, it has the potential to earn around 700 to I think 32,000. So 700, how much is 30,000 in USA? Can you help me? So there you go. So it has the potential to earn daily. Okay, so it has the potential to earn daily, and it will give you millions when long term in doing the program. All right, so go for 31 accounts. Do not think about what you're gonna be paying. Think about what you will get. All right, and then let go of fear. So all of the people here who are non-members, who are not yet members in the team, let go of fear. Fear is what's holding you back to try this opportunity. If you're always afraid of taking risk, nothing will happen in your life. Think about the successful people, the successful businessmen here, like for example Facebook, right? Facebook, how did it started? Yeah, it's just because of the courage of Mark Zuckerberg to make a social media platform, right? And then, and now he is a billionaire, right? So everything started with letting go of your fear. After letting go of your fear, you try, okay? So me, I'm also afraid when I started, because I don't know about network marketing. I don't know about this industry. All I know is about the economy, about the economy. So what the hell does I know about network marketing? So, the company is very generous because it will give you free training. It will also give you a coach that is going to support you all the way. All right? So let go of fear, register ASAP, and go for 31 accounts. All right? So glory to God in the highest. And thank you so much, guys, for listening. I'll give the floor back to you, host Coach John Lopez.
Hey, thank you so much, Coach Jessica May Rosal. That's very inspirational. Everyone actually in the chat box actually had in their comment that they were moved, they've been inspired of your stories. Despite of the disability, you were able to perform more, and you have been a very productive person and a lot of achievements. So they were very much inspired with that. So thank you so much for sharing your stories to us. So with this from our participants, can we comment on thank you? A little thank you for our beloved mentor who shared their stories of inspiration. All right, so mentor, we would like to cater about 3 questions for you, if you don't mind. All
Yes,
right,
it's
so okay, to start off, what was your biggest challenges or struggles when you started this business?
okay. My biggest struggle was money. Because really I don't have money when I started. Okay, so to all the leaders here, honestly speaking, I don't have money when I started. Yes, I was employed for 8 years, but I have no savings. Okay, so literally I have no money. And I asked for my friend to loan me money to start the program. And then I quit my job even if I don't earn big in the program. So literally my everyday was really I ask money from my friend, I loan money, then I sell products, and then I do my best in inviting people so that I can survive. So that's my situation before. So and again, I do not regret any moment of my life, okay, in the past, because of that courageous decision, and because of that, my attitude was, okay, I'll do this whatever happens. So even if I eat only once a day, I even if I only eat bread, in one day, I told myself that one day I'm gonna eat a lot of delicious foods, and I'm gonna have a lot of money, so that I can have I am gonna have a lot of money and the freedom to buy anything and to eat what I want, to eat anything what I want in in beautiful hotels, in buffets. And that's the reality now. It's happening in my life because of my courageous decision to try. So that's my and also one of my situation before was that one of my brothers was sick of cancer. So imagine, that's my situation. I do the business, I sell products that is anti-cancer, but one of my family has cancer. So how do you think people will believe me about the products, that the product is anti-cancer, because one of my brother has cancer. So that's one of the struggles that I have before. But I told you again that I promised myself that I'm going to do the program whatever it takes. Okay? So my attitude, the courageous decision, the brave decision of promising myself that I'm going to do it whatever it takes. It's what led me to this kind of life right now. Okay, so again, to all the leaders here, to all the non-members, have the courage to start changing your life right now. Be brave, be bold, take risks, take chances, okay? Because that's the start of how you can change your life for the better. Okay, so that's it.
All right, thank you so much, mentor. So there you go, guys. It's not a really common. Well, I should say that it's really a common problem for us to start a business because, like our mentor said, when she started this business, the biggest problem that she has was about money. So she was able to find ways on how to get those monies, and the money was actually working by itself and gain a lot of money as well. So I take it from our mentor. So thank you so much for that, mentor. So I have here another question. Um, with your achievements in life, do you still have future goals for the next 3 to 5 years?
Yes, yes, I have my goals. Like this year, my goal is my first sports car. Okay, and aside from my personal goal, my goal is also to create like how many car achievers in the team. Like our goal is to starting March 2022, one car achiever every month in the team. So we already have pledges in our team who will be getting their first cars this year. And I'm so excited because these people are very young. They are just 19, 20, 21, early 20s that will be getting their first car. So I'm so excited for this year because it has a lot of promise and it's so abundant that, actually this year is we mentor Joseph Lim also has constructed the first technocrat building here in Bicol. So amazing. This 2022 has a lot of promise. And also, of course, one of my goals this year is also to have a check of 1 million pesos or around $20,000 because my check in last year, I think it's only $14,000. But right now, my goal is to have a check of $20,000. And what else? I want my leaders to earn minimum $1,000 to $2,000 every month. And I want to have, my goal is also to have like 300 online marketers here in the Philippines, wherein those who, to our international leaders in USA, you can sponsor young people here in the Philippines to become your online marketers. They will be your leaders and they will be the ones to get people for you. They will be the ones to work for your team while you are busy working there. You can help young people here in the Philippines to grow your team. Also, while growing your team, you are also helping them, giving them hope for a bright future because they will have the ability to earn their own money, and because of that they can help their families. Okay, so that's my goals. I have a lot of goals, not only for myself. There.
Hey, thank you, mentor. It seems that there will be a lot of people that will be prosperous, as they say, or will be experiencing abundance by having their channels on YouTube. So you are actually helping them a lot. So thank you for that. I hope we can also have like more people that we will be able to help out, especially with this program. So like the mentor Jessica said, if you are not yet a member and your problem is money, find ways and register at ASAP. So there you go. So I think we have one questions from the audience. So one is raising his hand. Um, you can unmute yourself. I mean, Kuyate.
Well, thank you very much, JC. I am sending my contribution from the Gambia, West Africa. Um, I am just a new member, of course, and I've been going through your conversation and, of course, how your business, network life begins and how it changed your life. But then I just have one question that I want to ask because I'm a new member. So I also want to see that my life changes. and of course to be someone like you tomorrow. But then looking at my situation, of course, you all know that finance is something which is a great problem when it comes to investing into business. So I really want to know from you to give an advice to me. What do you think really I can do? Because right now my financial situation is very, very poor. So and I also want to join into this business marketing so that at least tomorrow my life and the family that I'm going to take care of they can live in a better life. Thank you.
Were you able
What
to
did
get
you
that, mentor?
say? So
The
I
line is
still
a bit noisy. I'm also having a hard time catching the words. But one thing that I was able to pick up, correct me if I'm wrong, Brother Lumin, you mentioned that your educational attainment is that high, but you wanted us to advise you on what are the things that you need to do in order for you to be successful in this business. Did I able to get that right?
Yes, yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to ask. That is exactly what I'm just trying to, to ask from mentor. Yes, also want to see that my life change because she talks with with inspiration, with motivation. Looking at the audience right now, everybody is motivated and inspired. With what Jesse is just explained, looking at she made mention of like um 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 she's she's disabled, and where I also commented that this reminds me to say that okay, disability does not mean inability. It means if you are disabled, you are still potential, you are still substantial, you can do something good and you can change your life. So right now, as I was just, raised my question is like, what exactly, what advice can I get from mentor to give it to me to say that okay, this advice I'm also going to keep it in me to make sure that I also venture into business to see tomorrow how this business is also going to change my life and the family that I'm going to take care. That was what I was just trying to raise. Thank you.
okay. Coach Jude?
Yeah, he was actually asking mentor if what are the what can you advise him to do in order for him to be successful in the business? Because he's mentioned that you were able to perform and become successful despite of your disability, and also he mentioned that he's not really that the attainment the educational attainment is not really that high, so she want to have some piece of advice from. Thank you, mentor.
Yeah. Actually, this kind of business, it doesn't matter. It doesn't see your credentials if you're a graduate or not, because we have a lot of undergrads here. We have a lot of college dropouts, and also we have people who have disabilities who are doing the business successfully. And it doesn't matter what's your situation right now. What matters is you have the courage to try, and you have the courage to study the program, because this is very good right now. The program is very accessible. Why? Because even if you're just at home, you're sitting on your chair, but you have the internet connection and then you have your smartphone, you can do the program, you can do the business. So it's very accessible. And that's why I love the program, because even if I'm just at home and I'm just, facing my computer, I can earn a lot. I can earn minimum 6 digits monthly. So this is, it doesn't matter.